Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Startropics. I'm the Wolf. In our last video, we went to the Ghost Village, got the crystal ball, took on some of the denizens of the underworld, like mummies, which are, I believe, are called moo-moos in this game or something like that. Took on minis and a maxi. And so now we move onward. We must go back to Shikola to return the crystal ball to the fortune teller, so that we may enter the Shikola and find our way to get across to the hermit, so we can find the spell to wake up Banana Net. Okay, so you give the crystal ball back to her, and they go, I'm back in business. Want to Shikola, don't you? I know just what we need to do, okay? Just wait, will you? And she proceeds to dress you up like a girl. And as you saw with the fortune that I didn't read all the way through, I read it, I just didn't read it aloud. She tells you of different things like troubled waters, a star, hence Startropics at some point. So, you know, I love that. Oh, you must be from Radicola. So, yeah, you can just imagine probably what Mike Jones looks like dressed up like a girl. Not that you've seen a close-up of Mike Jones in this game, and you won't until the very end. But, you know, the head warrior there, not the head warrior, because head warrior is one of these other ones. But the guard there says that you must be from Radicola, so I assume that you look kind of odd. I'm Queen Shikola. I hear a fire occurred at the Ghost Village. You've beaten all the ghosts at the haunted village. Oh, you're a supergirl. What is your name? You respond. Michelle. Michelle's my name. Michelle. Good name. I like you. Why don't you join us? You say you must visit a mountain hermit? We will miss you. You'll save time if you talk to our head warrior first, okay? By the way, Michelle, your voice is strong, like a man's. You cough. I see you have a cold. Michelle, you have a funny yo-yo, don't you? I'll give you a powerful weapon called Shooting Star. And now you see the star namings for yo-yos from here on out. You got the Shooting Star, which is our next upgrade to the yo-yo. And she tells us that you need 6 hearts, 6 full heart containers in order to operate the Shooting Star, which reaches a little further than the yo-yo and is much more powerful against enemies, you know, whereas it might take one hit from, whereas it might take like 3 hits from a yo-yo, take like 1 hit from the Shooting Star, so on and so forth. Now you can change back. And we're done with Shikola, except I want to show you guys this funny line. Yeah. That's right, the guy thought you were cute. Let's just say, I think there's a reason he's hanging out at Shikola. So finally we come back to this, cave, and you're told to shout abracadabra and jump 10 times. You don't really have to jump 10 times, or shout abracadabra before jumping on this switch 10 times here. You can if you want to, loud, because it's kind of fun, but As you heard, the switch actually made noise this time as opposed to the other time we were here. And we have some hearts here, and now you can see the shooting star in action. I believe it took 2 hits from the yo-yo before for the sock tots. It only takes 1 from the shooting star, so that's just shows you part of the power aspect. I already showed you the reach, which is really nice. Next upgrade for it won't be found till level 7 though. So enjoy the shooting star while it lasts. Luckily, you won't have to use it for chapter 4 at all. So I think it's about even for the whole thing of when you get the upgrades to your weapon. You're not like going a long time without an upgrade for your weapons and whatnot. You know. And that's always something that's good for a game. Making sure when to give you the upgrades for the weapon. Not making the game too easy for you ahead of time. But also not getting to the point where it's impossibly hard and you need to go get an upgrade. Like in that game that I will not mention at the moment. You definitely want to get several upgrades in that one before doing certain levels. Of course, the thing about that is, you know, you can get them when you want. In this game, you don't really have a choice. I'm Poe, the famous poet of Southern Islands. Like my poems, raindrops from heavens, fountains spring from earth, lifting my spirits high. Now that is an awesome poem, which has a purpose, as you probably figured, as we have to talk to everyone in this game. So, even though some people have throwaway lines and whatnot, a lot of the people that you are forced to talk to have actual purpose to their lines and what they say, and it helps you out, kind of like in, as I compared this game earlier, when first starting off, kind of like the Ultima series, you know. If anyone hasn't played the Ultima series, it's an RPG series that I really suggest playing at least some of the games of. Like, there are some good games in that series. You know, later on it becomes quite odd. And even the beginning's kind of odd, but the beginning games are still enjoyable, I think, because I really am a fan of, like, Ultima Exodus and whatnot, even though, and it might just be because it's the first of the Ultima games that I really played, but, you know, it's still quite an interesting game, and not all that bad, I don't think, you know. Weirdest of the first games is probably the first game itself, because of the whole spaceship scene and whatnot, but, you know, as you saw, I keep jumping instantly from those platforms because you will sink on those ones instantly if you don't jump, so that's the whole point and purpose for that. Yeah, that's the switch. And so that's why I've been jumping instantly off those guys. Oh crap. Come on. There we go. There we go, Mad Buddy. And, yeah. Let's see. Because you talking about Ultima before and lost track for a second. But, yeah, Ultima is a great series of games. You know, you get some of the weirder games later on. That was close. Because, like, the best game probably in the series, by anyone who's a fan, they'll say this, pretty much Ultima 7's the peak, though there are some good fascinating games early on. Like number 4 is quite fascinating because there really is like no true major enemy for that. That's the quest to become the Avatar one, and you know, it's just fascinating in that game. You know, your decisions help form what you become in that game, as opposed to other games where you're actually fighting against a major evil in a way, sometimes seen, sometimes unseen. Pretty much, Quest 4 is, the enemy is yourself, so, you know, you have to make the right decision. If you make poor decisions, you can't become the Avatar, which is what it comes down to. As you see, we have bolas now, and that is a big bowl. Do not get touched by that big bowl. We're going to use the bolas to take care of that big bowl. And I just like saying big bowl if you haven't guessed by now. You can see the switch there. Switch isn't important. It gives you an exit to the side, but pretty much you're going to be following this around for a bit to get to the point that you want to get to in order to get to the end of this level. And this level doesn't have a big boss like some of the other levels that we saw before. I mean, you know, this is for Chapter 3, not this part of Chapter 3, but Chapter 3 is the first to give you a level without a big boss in this game, you know, because the first part is just a small little cave that you go through, and there's no boss to it. But then you get the boss of, in the second part, and this one doesn't have a boss again. Now, as you see, I'm not going down yet, because this is where you want to come over here. Other places you see will have led you to that part, but you don't get to the spring, which we heard about in Poe's poem. So that's why we're coming here. To jump onto the spring, which, you know, again, water being instantaneous as death when you're playing this game. When you're younger, it took us forever to figure out, oh, jump on the spring. You know, that's what Poe's poem was all about, was jumping on the spring. And you get the scroll of Wulv. And now you see another thing that will become sort of, oh, I forget the word I want, but it'll become a running gag throughout this game. Don't mention it. Hurry and save the girl. Run, run, hurry, hurry. And you'll see run, run, hurry, hurry several times throughout this series. And it's just so funny. Tired and out of breath, you arrive at Miracola. Mike, please read the skull and wake Bananette. 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 Bebop, bobab, uma, uma, obab. Bebop, bobab, uma, uma, obab, obab. Get up, obab, obab, uma, uma, obab, obab. Wake up, my banana. Bebop, bobab, uma, uma, obab, obab. Bebop, obab, uma, uma, obab, obab. Get up, obab, obab, uma, uma, obab, obab. Wake up, my banana. And here's the horrible joke. Pun. Wow, it's a Miracola. Yeah, they went there. And banana cream pie, so bananas yet again. So that's pretty much it for Chapter 3. You talk to the chief again, he'll say, Mike, good luck. Then you get in the sub, and this Navcom will talk to you. And waiting for you to return. Everything's ready to go. Full speed ahead. And there we are. That is Chapter 3. Anyway, this is a Wulv signing off. Till next time. See you, ladies and gentlemen.